Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Road to Diamond on Colonist.io 1v1. On today's board, we have a board where there is plenty of wheat to be had. The sheep is a little bit clustered for my liking, and the brick is actually going to be a little bit tough to come by. So here, I think I'm actually really liking this 5-6-9 going up to maybe this 5-8-10. And then going sheepless in the beginning of the game, because I think we'll be able to get either on the 6-9-3, the 5-8-10, or some combination of stuff over here to get wheat. So 6-5-9 feels like the no-brainer pick to me. I think we're going to go ahead, point over to the right, potentially doubling on the 9, gain to the 10 sheep as kind of a backup. But I like having this first pick here. And our opponent today, while they're thinking about their first and second settlement, is they are Platinum 2. Their opponent takes this 3-9-4 to start, and the 8-10-3 as their secondary. Now, if that's the case, what I'm tempted to do here is actually take the 6-9-2. Gets me on 2 good wheats. It unfortunately does double it kind of doubles what we're doing, but alternatively we could go 9-10-11, split their connection, build up to the 6-9-2, and I really like that for us. We only need the 1 sheep to get us started. It's going to be very difficult for them to build enough roads to plow us here, so this feels like a no-brainer. We get a brick, another sheep, which I'm not going to be mad at a sheep. And our opponent leaves. Let's hope they come back. There they are. And can we get another 5? Because if we get a 5, I think we're really rolling here. In this one, I mean, I don't know. This feels like a winning position to me. I love our setup. I might also consider building a road here. Well, do I need to get to the 5-10-2? Is that actually that crucial? I don't think so. They do build a road. There's a 5. And now we do have a choice of what to do. I'm tempted to hold. I'm also tempted just to build my road and settle. Let's do this. Let's buy a dev. We get a mono. So immediately, I think our mono is probably going to be... I feel like an ore mono is probably the best that we can do. We could pick 3 wheat right now. I think just for sake of momentum, it's not worth it. They do block our 9. But a 2 I'll always take. There's a 3. A 4. And has a 3 rolled yet this game? I don't think it has. So it's not worth it yet. Let's pass and see what our opponent wants to do. 10 comes out. They do settle. And there goes their ore. There's a sheep. Another wood. We're at 9. Oh gosh, what to do. I think I'm going to build a road towards the 5-8-10. Just trying to avoid 70 out. And we could settle. And maybe our next play is actually to go ahead and come up towards the sheep port, because now our sheep production is actually looking pretty good. 7 comes out. I think it makes sense to block their ore. And I don't know how much wheat they actually have. So let's just buy a dev. We get a knight. Are they going to play a knight? Take it off of their 3? They do. Is it going back on our 9? Sure is. All right, the 9 comes out. We could build up for the wheat port as well. They 4-for-1 for an ore to buy a dev card. I don't know if that's the play, but it's certainly fine. So let's play our first knight, get ourselves unblocked, put on the 3. And of course, they immediately get a 7. I think here we'll block. Maybe we block their wood, because it is our only source of wood. Slows them down at the beginning of the game a little bit, and we'll pass. The knight comes out, back to the 9. They get another 4. And we'll just continue to hold. There's a 5. Now we do have road settle. I don't love road settle. I might port down for an ore. Or alternatively, we could build 2 roads and try and get to our sheep port or to this port. I don't think it's worth it to get the 4, 5, 11. So let's actually build this way. We'll come on up. And we'll pass. 10 roll is awesome. If we can get another 6 roll, that'd be fantastic. And I think we're really starting to cook in this position. But I hope you guys have been enjoying the series. This has actually been a ton of fun for me to get through. We're finally starting to get close to Diamond, which has been our goal this entire time. I'm hoping we can make it all the way there. There's obviously no guarantee. And I think here 4-for-1ing down for the brick, although it's not ideal, is maybe not a terrible option just because we do need to empty our hand a little bit. So there's some more sheep. Our next settle is obviously going to be the sheep port, but for now, I think we try and switch our gears a little bit. The goal is going to be to get our city down because we are settled out. I think in regards to production, in regards to like where we're at on the board, I prefer this position for us. But we do have to prove the advantage. Our opponent leaves again. They're playing awfully slow. They're back. So it does make me wonder if there's maybe a connection issue. And they only have 1 ore. I could take it. I don't think it's worth it yet. Now they have 2 ore. Road settle. A 3rd ore, is that going to be a city? It is a city. I do have to be careful not to fall too far behind here. 7 comes out. Our 9 gets unblocked. I'm actually fine with them blocking the 8. There's a 12. And this is not too bad. I think we'll port down, grab our first ore. Another 5. In here, I know it's not ideal, but we do just have to do it at some point. We have to bite the bullet to port. So we have our first city up. Now 9 rolls here are massive. Really anything that we can get to start accelerating our position. We're going to struggle. We aren't really going to have a... we're not going to be able to fight for road here, which is a little unfortunate. But that came with the territory of picking the way we picked to play. All right, now we do have road settle. And I think that getting the sheep port next is going to be a good play for us. So let's go ahead. Let's come on up. Let's put that down. And if we see a 3 come on and we get a chance to take it, I think I want to immediately try and take that from them. So let's pass. There's a 6. Now I thought they were sold out for a minute. They're not. And what do we do here? We could build 2 roads down. And I think that's going to be fine to get down to this 3 for 1. Now, obviously we can't use it yet. They may port for another city here. If they leave that ore in hand, massive for us. We get a sheep. Let's go ahead. Let's pull their ore. And even just for the 2 ore, I think it's well worth it. Here, I'm going to go with the 692 to hopefully get another ore touch. And also just to really make our wheat port even stronger. Four comes out. Maybe it's worth it to go ahead and port down. We get a victory point. I'm not mad at a victory point, but it's definitely not my preferred in that position. They're 4 for 1-ing once again, but they do get their port. And now our opponent is in a position where they need to get a city. So having that 3 blocked is actually going to be pretty big for us. They get another 4. And it does make me wish I still had the... Oh, man, I have to unblock it. All right, let's block the 4 wheat. Knight comes out. Are they going to block the 9? Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. We could potentially get 2 roads and get up to this 6-3. And we do have 3 roads, but we don't have any way to utilize what we got going on. Actually, this opens our position up again. And this makes our port stronger. So now we need 2 more points to win. We're right on the verge. Oh, 9 block hurts. Well, let's go ahead. Let's port down. We get a yop. I'm not mad at a yop. It's not what I would have preferred to see there. And here I could move to 14. I could also get an extra city. But I think even better than all that is let's grab 2 ore. And let's fight the dev game a little bit. We get a victory point. Do we have win in hand? Not yet, so let's buy another victory point. We get another yop. And if I did my math right, with 14 points, unless they extend road right now to take it from us, that should be GG's. So the way we win here is we go ahead, we grab 2 wood, gonna go road and settle, and that's 15 points. So 15-9, we gain another 14 rating. We're up to 1776, the year of the founding of the United States. Dice stats, 6 and 8s were heavy. It was a very, very low 7 game, but we look at resource card stats. We kind of identified that wheat was going to be plentiful. When it comes to the dev cards, we got lucky with 2 VP polls, as well as both yops. Activity stats are right there. And then finally, resource stats. We did outproduce our opponent, so really nice game. I think this one was probably one of our smoothest wins yet on the series. So if you have comments on how I played or how I can improve, leave it down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. And then finally, check below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and that just helps you make sure that you don't miss any of my future content. And on that note, I will see you guys on the next episode.